Good morning, everybody. Just a couple of thoughts. While obviously I'm not directly involved in the investigation of the cause of this tragic fire, I have taken part in many investigations of this nature during my prior career with both the New York City Police Department as Detective Commander and with the Baltimore Police Department as Chief of Detective. So I'm well aware of what goes into this. And I can say to you today with absolute certainty that the professionals involved will get to the bottom of what exactly happened in Spring Valley at this facility. No ifs, ands, or buts. They are working to bring understanding and closure to the families and friends of those who died. Let us never forget that. It is a responsibility that is taken extremely seriously. They are working for those, too, who no longer have a voice and those who love them. Let us never forget that aspect of a death investigation and a fire. I hope that seeing the number of agencies involved will bring a sense of calm to those who are struggling to understand the process and what happened. They will discover the facts and they will not speculate or offer conjecture about what happened. That will be irresponsible. I sincerely thank these professionals as a former first responder for all of these agencies for their efforts here today and over the course of the incident. Rockland County is in mourning. We will work to help bring us closure and understanding. Thank you very much.
Thank you, County Executive. Next speaking will be the Rockland County Sheriff, Louis Falco.
Good morning, everyone. Rockland County Sheriff's Office, in collaboration with the New York State Fire, ATF, have undertaken the cause and origin portion of this investigation. And those findings will be turned over to the Spring Valley Police Department and the Rockland County District Attorney's Office. That said, we follow the facts. We follow the evidence. We are not going to rush this investigation to make people happy to get to the conclusion. We will reach the conclusion based on where the evidence and the facts take us. And we've had nothing but extreme cooperation, specifically from the Fire Department, New York State Fire, ATF, the Spring Valley Police Department, the District Attorney's Office. We are all in sync. We are all working together. We are all following the facts and the evidence. So rest assured that we will get you a conclusion to this fire at some point in the future. When that is only when we're going to feel comfortable enough that we've determined what in fact caused this fire or started this fire. Thank you.
Thank you, Sheriff. The Rockland County District Attorney, Tom Walsh.
Good morning. I am Tom Walsh, the Rockland County District Attorney. Before we proceed with our update this morning on the tragic Evergreen fire, I wish to offer our thoughts and prayers to the family and friends of firefighter Jared Lloyd and a resident who lost their life in Spring Valley fire last week. Also, our thanks and gratitude must be extended to the first responders who assisted at the tragic fire. Without their bravery, the loss of life may have been far greater. All of the firefighters at Evergreen, as well as all the firefighters in Rockland County, are volunteers. These brave men and women answer the call of service at all hours of day and night and put themselves in harm's way without compensation. They do this because of their sense of community and to help out their fellow Rocklanders. Volunteers spend countless hours training, much of which is at this very facility. And that training paid off last week when they saved over 100 lives. Unfortunately, sadly, they also saw one of their own pay the ultimate sacrifice after saving multiple people from that horrific fire. We have assembled today the investigative leaders from federal, state, and local law enforcement agencies pursuing this inquiry into the cause of the Evergreen fire. We will be limited in our comments since this is an active criminal investigation which must not be jeopardized. However, as much information as can be properly presented will be. As District Attorney, I promise that this investigation will be undertaken without fear or favor and will be conducted thoroughly, completely, and transparently. This is what the people of Rockland County deserve and elected me to do. That is my promise to the people of Rockland County, to the victims' families, and all of Jared Lloyd's brothers and sisters in the fire service. At this time, I would like to call up to the microphone Chief William McGovern of the New York State Office of Fire Prevention and Control. Chief McGovern's unit will be responsible for determining the origin and cause of this fire. Thank you. Chief.
Good morning, everyone. On behalf of State Fire Administrator Francis Nearney and the entire New York State fire community, I'd like to extend our condolences to the families of those who perished in this fire and congratulate the heroes who were responsible for saving dozens of individuals that morning. As the previous speakers indicated, this is a methodical, drawn-out investigation that we anticipate to take at least several weeks, if not a month or two. We will gather factual, evidence-based data, and from that data, draw hypotheses regarding both the origin and the cause of this fire. We do have numerous video surveillance footage to review in making that determination. We have a lot of data to gather from utilities and the owners of the property, and we will analyze all of that data to come up with a fact-based finding regarding where the fire started and what started it. We do expect that, as I mentioned, to take several weeks, 2 months. But we will find those answers for the families and everybody seeking that. I would like to thank our agency partners, both local, county, and federal. There's been some question with regards to why all of those agencies were involved. We just want to pull out all the stops. We believe that teamwork and cooperation bring every resource to the table so that we can gather those factual, evidence-based information. ATF brings technical resources and fire protection engineers, as do our inspection unit and the fire protection engineer that we have on staff. We are looking to come up with a definitive conclusion for this investigation, and we ask for everybody's cooperation and patience as we do that. Thank you.
Speaking for the Spring Valley Police Department will be Detective Matt Galley.
Good morning. As you all know, this is an ongoing investigation into the cause of the fire. We are seeking to determine answers for the families of the parties that passed away during the incident. Everyone that was affected by the fatal fire. This is a multi-agency investigation, including federal, state, local authorities, to make sure everything is transparent and to ensure there is no stone left unturned. We want justice for these families. Due to the family's wishes, we will not be releasing the second deceased name at this time. For the most part, people have been cooperative in this investigation. I would be remiss if I did not reiterate and thank every single volunteer fireman, EMS worker, O&R worker, every single first responder that responded to the scene that day to assist us. From the bottom of our hearts, we thank you. Thank you.
That concludes our press conference today. The information that was provided today is the only information that can be released at this time in order to preserve the integrity of the investigation. For that reason, there will be no questions taken. The investigative unit will provide additional information as it can be released. Thank you very much.
How do you know our questions are unanswerable if you have your own?